Good afternoon, San Antonio. Cooper Deerhart here. We have just received word that a battle has just happened. I have Alfonso here today. Alfonso, how did the battle start?
Well, it started after they left my farm with my three mules, my carriage, and grass to take to one of the forts that we had in San Antonio.
What happened after they took your grass?
Well, they started heading down the road, and out of nowhere, the Texans start running up to the carriage, and they attack the carriage full of my grass, and it's my carriage, and it has my mules.
So what happened after the Texans run up to the carriage?
Well, they attack it yelling something about silver being in there. I don't know why they think that, because to be honest, that thing is full of grass, and you'd think they'd see it be loaded up with a grass from my farm, but apparently not.
Do you think the Texans should have attacked your carriage?
From my point of view, no, because that is my property and those are my three mules and that was my grass. And plus, with some Mexican troops transporting it, it makes it a somewhat government property. So they shouldn't have attacked it for any reason.
What exactly did you see in the battle?
Well, I saw a lot of running around, climbing on top of my carriage, people yelling, lots of gunshots, a lot of bloodshed for the for how many people were involved in the attack.
So, about how long was the battle, Alfonso?
I would say about 30 minutes, roughly.
Why do you think the battle was so short?
To be honest, there weren't a lot of troops guarding my carriage full of my grass and my three mules, which made it an easy target. Plus, I don't think they were planning on I don't think the Mexican troops were planning on having to guard a carriage full of grass.
Do you think the Texans planned this attack, or did they just run up and attack your carriage?
I think that they may have ran up and attacked because the Mexican troops came to me asking for grass and my three mules. There's no way they could have known about it. But then again, there could have been talk about it. They could have overheard about it. I mean, from my point, I think they just rushed over and attacked.
Are you disappointed at the loss of your mules, grass, and carriage?
Of course I am. I raised those three mules for my entire life. I grew that grass, and it took a while too. And that carriage was hard to make. So yes, I'm upset about that.
Are you mad at the Mexican forces in any way for taking your grass and your carriage?
I mean, no, it was for a good cause for Mexico, but I mean, maybe they should have guarded it a little better with all these Texans running loose.
Do you think there was any way the Mexicans could have done anything to help prevent the attack?
I mean, no, I don't think they could have because, like I said, I believe they were rushed on and they didn't expect anything. So there's no way they could have known or prepared for it.
So, do you think that the Mexican forces are upset about this?
I mean, in some ways, yes, because they needed that grass for like mules, their own mules, horses, stuff like that to pull things, but probably not. I'm not sure. They didn't really tell me anything.
As As you can see, folks, this battle was just over a bunch of grass and it was completely useless.